So, just several days after New York Attorney General Letitia James came out and said that she was suing the NYPD for their violent tactics, their violent use of force against people, protesting for the Black Lives Matter movement and just other reprehensible behavior in general. They are back to their same old tactics of brutalizing and harming people protesting for social and racial justice. And then we have them coming out against union workers striking for a living wage. Again, cops are never on the right side of any social issue, any social movement. They're completely regressive, completely reactionary tools of social control, white supremacy, and capitalism. There's no other way to see it. Fuck the police. Look at that, just ready to dole out violence. And punch and kick people. Didn't do anything.
How many officers does it take? How many officers does it take?
Calling for racial justice. To feel resilient is part of Black liberation. Congregated at City Hall. Pretty violent and aggressive there, aren't they? Well, they don't look violent at all. The protesters, the cops sure do, though. Yeah, look at the juxtaposition. People literally trying to start a insurrection, being a part of this insurrection attempt at the U.S. Capitol. These fascists, these white supremacists, treated with kid gloves compared to people outside the City Hall, New York City, treated with violence and unchecked aggression. Notice the difference? Yes, they were able to get in. Outside a courthouse, yes. He's pushing that person over. Suffered a concussion. Jesus. Good for her. Look at that. Yeah, I remember that video. Cop pulled down the mask and fucking pepper sprayed them. It's disgusting. 2,000 people, 2,000 New Yorkers, or 2,000 people protesting in New York for the Black Lives Matter, for racial, for social justice were arrested. How many people were arrested for all the financial crimes and the financial collapse of 2008, 2009? Was it like zero? Kind of interesting, huh? Priorities. Violent tactics, yes. No shit, Sherlock. This is pretty amazing, though. First time New York Attorney General has sued a police department. So again, cops are gonna cop. That's the shit they're gonna do every fucking time. There's no reforming. They need to be defunded and work towards abolishing them. There were more cops at a 300-person BLM march tonight than there were at the armed invasion of the Capitol. The juxtaposition is quite revealing, is it not? It's from Isabella Leva on Twitter. NYPD is chasing protesters down the street. They continue to rush the crowd on the sidewalk every few minutes. I mean, Jesus. What else do we need to show folks? But again, I think, the polls have especially been showing this lately. More and more people are behind this defund the police movement because they see just the despicable crimes that the cops commit day after day, night after night, minute after minute, hour after hour, and get away with it with complete and utter impunity, And then here we go. This video of NYPD charging and arresting workers on strike for just a $1 raise is 10,000 times more politically relevant than any image of footage coming out of DC this week. Again, the cops are a tool of social control. They uphold white supremacy. They uphold capitalism. They're never on the right side of any social movement. They're always reactionary, trying to prop up the status quo and the establishment. These people are protesting for a living fucking wage. And again, the cops are not part of the working class. They're enemy of the working class. I'm sorry.
You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you.
Look at that. Look at that fucking show of force for people protesting peacefully to get a living wage. And the cops responding to prop up their fucking corporate masters once again.
And refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully...
Literally millions of dollars standing around right there. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then you have piece of shit New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Let's see, did I already pass? I might have already passed it. No, I think it's up here. Yeah, so this is the people who were protesting the video we just saw. Every member of Teamsters Local 202 at Hunts Point Terminal Produce Market is now on a full strike after the market denied the request for a $1 per hour raise. The market's counteroffer was an increase of 32% or 32 cents an hour. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like $1 is pretty fucking reasonable, okay? You can't pay people a living wage, you shouldn't be in business. I'm sorry, there's no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's dog shit. Look at this. If NY Governor Cuomo raised income tax on New Yorkers making more than $300,000, New York could raise $15 billion. Instead, Cuomo just laid out a plan to cut $6 billion from schools and healthcare during a pandemic. Cuomo's fucking trash too. And then here's from that same protest. Just saw this from Joshua Potash. Just saw this clip from last night. This is at a jail support. This is NYPD attacking people for their friends, waiting for their friends to be released from jail. Again, NYPD.
He's throwing punches.
That dude's throwing punches. Look, they had The other cops had to hold him back because he's such a fucking violent extremist nutjob. I mean, Jesus Christ. Look. Yeah. He tried to punch someone. And the mask goes over your nose, dummy. Again, no reforming the cops. Defund, work towards abolishing them. There's no other way about it. Use that massive amount of money and resources to invest in programs of social uplift, things that actually improve the material conditions in people's life so they aren't forced to commit crimes to get by. Education, housing, health care, eco-socialist Green New Deal, mental health care, arts, parks, regenerative agriculture, etc., etc. Basically, anything would be a better use of the billions, in this case, that the NYPD gets to brutalize especially marginalized communities, poor folks, communities of color, and people protesting in solidarity with them. They get brutalized for it. I don't think that's a very good use of tax dollars, and I think most people would agree. Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. Peace. Much love.